Hello? 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 Okay. Hello? 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 Alô? Alô? Testando. Um, dois, três. Alô? Alô? Testando. Alô? Alô? Testing. 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 Hey, can you hear me? I'm trying to imagine this, to manage this because I have only one monitor at this moment. So can you see? Can you see that screen? Yes. You're going to suffer with my accent. Okay. So I need to remember there's a small delay here until I see you hear me and you see my response. So when you install, so let's let's start from the top, right? Uh, when you download, you go to that page that you found, the link that's also on my blog page. When you download that image, that's actually a big zip file. It's 6 GB. Okay, because it has everything. It's the operational system plus all the software. So then, what you're going to do, let's see if I can show it here. Hold on, bear with me 1 second. If you can find something that I also want to show. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm trying to start the Raspberry Pi imager. Okay. All right. So let's see if we can show you this somehow. So can you see the Raspberry Pi imager? I don't know if you already downloaded that, because that you're going to need that. Okay, so what's going to happen? Okay, when you download the RaspiNOAA image, right? So you go to that website, you showed that to me on the Messenger. So when you click download, that is actually going to open a Google Drive place where you can then download the zip file that contains the image. So what I did, was I was not sure, if I should use the zip file directly, or if I should unzip it first. So that's what I did, because I read somewhere on the documentation that you have to use 7-zip to the utility. I don't know if you're familiar with that one. It's called 7-zip to unzip the file. So I said, okay, well, I have the zip file, so I had 7-zip installed. So I extracted the file, the image, right? So that was, the zip file itself was 6 GB. The uncompressed image was almost, well, basically 15 GB. Okay, so you need to have that enough storage to unzip on, I assume that you're going to use your Mac, right? Now, first thing here, right? You see all the options are, at first when you select the Raspberry Pi device, I select the first one, no filtering, show every possible image. All right, and then the operational system, then I went to select a custom image from your computer. Okay, so that was the option. So I didn't use any of the Raspberry. So I used this one, right? And that opens the kind of window for you to select the file that you want to transfer to the SD card. So you put that on some separate folder so you can find it easily. You click this use custom, and then you choose the storage, like the SD card that you are going to use, and click next. So sorry, to burn, to create that SD card, because it's big, right? The image is big. It took almost an hour. That's what I told you, that I was waiting, until it, because it first creates the SD card and then it runs a verification, right? So it took like I didn't really look, but it was roughly an hour until it got ready. So you just let it run, okay? So then, once it's complete, just insert the SD card on the Raspberry. Okay, wait. I'm waiting. you're I guess that you're writing some question. Sure. That's a long question. Yeah, we're going to get there. Everything is in a no in sequence. Okay. First things first, you need to get the image working, right? So then you're going to get to that point. I did not change anything, like any of the um, default passwords, but because I first I wanted to make sure that it works without messing too much around. The only thing that you need to do is to set up the Wi-Fi. Okay. No, there's no way, because the image is compressed, it's zipped, it's you cannot touch the image. All that is stored on the Pi when it is working. What you can do, I think that one thing that you need after you install the image. Okay, you need to have the monitor working, the keyboard and the mouse on the Pi. Okay, so I'm going to try to show you that. Okay, so actually there's on that website where you can download that image, there's a list of the to-dos, in the description what you need to do. Hold on a second, let me just found it. I was looking for the to-do list here, and actually if you have a printer, I suggest you to print the sequence. Okay, so let me show you that. Let me go back over and try to get in the sequence of events here, right? So you go through this option, the imager. You burn the SD card, burn the image to the SD card, and then okay, that is ready, right? So when you insert that SD card. And please, with all the, do not turn on the Raspberry Pi. Don't. It's like the camera, right? So don't remove or insert the card with the Raspberry Pi on. Okay, not recommended. So be careful with that. But once you insert the SD card and turn it on, right? You should get this screen. For some reason, this screen to me on my team viewer is not like it's kind of squished a little bit, but that's the screen that you should get. Okay, so let me open here. Once, so on the step-by-step document, the first thing that it does, it asks you to do. So don't mess up with anything here on this screen yet, but you can actually open documents, for example, and see that there are folders there, the folder structure. You're going to see it there. Okay. So hold on, let me go back here. Let me close. But the first step is actually open the terminal here. You're going to see this little icon here. So it's going to open the terminal, and it's all written on the document. It's spelled out, So that's why I said I didn't want to touch any of username. This is all standard. So it's the standard Raspberry OS version. It even tells you here which version it's using. So you see here, it's using the PiOS Bullseye 11.8. So that's the Debian version that it's using. That's, I think, is the most recent one. So from here, you're going to do this sudo raspi config. So that's when the fun starts. Okay, but it's easy. There are 6 steps, and where you have to follow exactly the sequence. So once you do that, it's going to bring to a configuration page. So then you're going to come to the advanced options, and then there's the network configuration. Okay, that's where, actually before that, sorry, let me go back here. There's an advanced options. You see the very first one, expand file system. Expand file system. So remember that I told you that my SD card has 64 gig, but it was showing only 14 gig when I first started. I started looking around and said, hey, it's where is the actually 14? No, 16. So where's the rest of the SD card? So that is the option to expand the file system. So that is going to take a few minutes to basically expand the partition to use all the space that you have on your SD card. So that's the first thing. So once that is done, okay, you exit from here, right? And then you do reboot, right? So you can either use this option here on the logout. You see it's going to offer the option for you to reboot, or you can do a sudo reboot here directly. Okay, so I'm not going to do that, of course, because then I'm going to get disconnected. But then once it's rebooted, then you go to step 2. Okay, so then you're going to do there's a command here to update, make sure that everything on this Raspberry Pi is now updated with the most current versions of Raspberry software. So you do a sudo apt update and a sudo apt upgrade. It's going to do that. There's one part that is, if it stops, if the screen stops, it's probably going to ask for a confirmation, yes or no, to continue. Just hit enter and it will continue. Then that step will be done, right? Then there's the third option, right? Where you're going to go to preferences. So that's already here. See on the window. You click on the Raspberry icon there, preferences, Raspberry Pi configuration, right? So you need to follow there's like a step-by-step document for that. On this Raspberry Pi documentation is where you're going to, very important, set up, make sure that your localization or your local, it's all correct, so the time zone and all that. Basically, for us, it should be already set. But you can come here and make sure that you're using English. Time zones, American New York, yada yada yada. Okay, and then this Wi-Fi country is just, you need to mark United States too. Okay, that's it, right? Then you need again to reboot after this step. Okay, so it's all indicated on the document that is there. When you download the Raspberry version on that Google Drive, there's a folder there, the documentation. It's the very first document there. It's this step-by-step document. It's a 3-page, step-by-step what you need to do. Okay, so basically that's how you as I said, you go and set this up. That's what I'm saying. You need to follow that step by step. Hold on a second. Let me just see. Localization must reboot. Let me try to confirm one thing here. Okay, basically, you asked about the Wi-Fi. So once this is up and running, when you start this, you see the Wi-Fi symbol here. You just open it up, and it's going to you're going to set up the Wi-Fi here the same way as you do with the Windows or Mac. It's going to show you the networks around you, and you enter the password and everything. Are you sleeping? I don't see your comments there. Am I still online? I haven't finished. I'm just I was showing you, how to do it. I'm glad that you like it. There are few other things here that I want to show you that are like again, it's all on the document there when you download. Yeah, it should. I see all my neighbors here. See. So all you have to do is select your network. It's going to ask for the password, and that's it. Okay. So again, the part that is again following the step-by-step guide there. There's one place where it's going to tell you to find the RaspiNOAA configuration file. That is, you're going to need to update that. So let me show you that. You open documents here. You're going to see the Raspberry NOAA v2 folder under your home Pi and all that. So you're going to look for this folder here. So this folder has a folder called config, right? You're going to see this settings YML. You right click on that file and select text editor. And now please be very careful with this. Okay, because you need to be careful, because if you mess up with this file, then it may break the whole thing up. So I would probably even do a copy and a backup copy of that file, with a different name, just to make sure that in case something gets messed up, you have a copy of the original. Okay, but you open the text editor, right? You're going to see that there's a lot of a lot of lines. Okay, so first things first, again, it's there on the step by step. You need to set your location, right? So you need to get your GPS or and find this coordinates. If you don't have it, find it. Take a note of that and keep it handy. All right. Then on the document it tells about the time zone. You don't need to set that up anymore on this version. I think that was for the old version. So if you don't find if the document is saying for you to update something, for us not really. If you are living for example in a mountain, Colorado, something like that, okay, then it matters. It influences a little bit the calculation of when the satellite appears on the horizon or not. So I just left it 0, because my location is actually here is pretty much sea level, so doesn't make a difference. You probably are too. I don't know, but it's up to you. You can test this, So I was saying, if you're reading the document and it tells you about a parameter that you don't find on this file, don't worry, because I think the document is for an old version. So as I said, the next thing would be to set up time zone, but you don't need. It's not here anymore. Okay, so this there's a comment about this NTP server. Don't touch it. Okay. So the only thing that then I had to touch was actually to confirm. First thing, I NOAA 15. So it's a good question. I don't know if this is in meters or feet. I would assume that 300 feet is about 100 meters. So I would put 100 here and see how that affects. You know. Okay, so again, this yeah, the gain is. I didn't touch this thing. No, the gain. That these are all parameters for the RTL. The RTL SDR for the SDR, right? So I didn't touch that. The only thing that I actually touched for me to try was to change the satellite minimum elevation. It was 30, I changed it to 20. That's how I was capturing before on the PC. So I changed the values, the elevation for the NOAA satellites. And the NOAA 15, since it came back to life, it's working for now. This was false. I put it back to true. That's one thing that I spent some time, trying to figure out how to tell the system that I wanted to NOAA 15 to be active, so it can be scheduled. So here's where you touch it, like NOAA 15 scheduled true. So everything else, it kept basically the same, right? So again, only the NOAA elevation, minimum elevation, I changed it for all the NOAAs. I did not touch anything for Meteor, okay? Because this also is going to do try to capture the Meteor satellite. This is how I kept the same. Days to schedule passes 7 days ahead, right? Let's see if there's anything there. And there are a few things here that you can change if you want. It's there's a place for you to enter your station ID, location, whatever. But this is all informational, so not really anything that's going to make a difference. You see the NOAA daytime enhancements and nighttime enhancements. I did not touch this. This is already set. Which kind of enhancements WX2IMG is going to use. So this is the parameter line, right? So unless once you get more familiar with this, you can touch here. So I did not touch anything else here. Let's see if there was anything. So that's it. So once you're done with the changes here according to the to-do list, right? You save the file, click save here on the top, and exit. That's the worst part of this. So once you do this, then you have to do few things like to like set like set this environment, right? So to how can I say this? Once you update that settings, you need to enable it, right? So there are like a few commands that you need to go back to the terminal here, right? And then there's you need to change a directory. So it's going to be raspberry NOAA v2. And then from there, you're going to do something like this. This is all in the document again. Install and upgrade. This is a script. So you run that. It's going to apply all the changes that you made to the configuration file. Then there's the next part where you run the scheduling. So it's basically the same thing, but it's the script name is going to be schedule, right? And there's like a couple of parameters there. Something like this: schedule -t -x. So this tells that script to basically start from scratch. It make sure that there's no schedule. It downloads the TLE from Celestrak and then runs the scheduling. Once that scheduling is complete, then you need to reboot. In this case, because it's the first time. So once you reboot, you open the browser here, like the Chromium. Let's see if it opens. So here there's this main page, and there's also the admin page here where that schedule is going to be populated. I want to show you that. Mine is a bit slow here because I'm doing a lot of things at the same time, and I think it's receiving a satellite now. See here? So this is all the schedule. Okay, so let's say that you see something here like this. You see the meteor has a triangle on the next to it. That means that there's a conflict between the start time of meteor and the previous satellite. So you see, this is starting at 8, no, 2000 is 8 p.m. But NOAA 19 ends at 8:06 p.m. So this is still running while meteor is starting the pass. So this is going to cause a conflict. So the recommendation is, and when you see this, unfortunately, is to delete this from the schedule. Okay, so it doesn't mess up with the capture. And unfortunately, there are times when the two satellites tend to be like aligned, and then one interfere on the other time wise, and even NOAA 18 is on the same frequency, almost on the same frequency as Meteor right now. So one, their signals overlap as well. So it's a mess. So you need to. That's why it's interesting to have the schedule here, so you see this. And that is a feature in RaspiNOAA that I really like it, because other softwares don't tell you this, right? You need to pay attention, looking at the start and end time, and figuring out yourself. This software is making that, no, it's giving you that alert for you, and I really like this feature here. So that is, and that's it. Like, no, once you get to this point, all you have to do is just leave the Raspberry, turn it on, and it will schedule, like, run that schedule for you. So you cannot do that. Let's put that way. You can even do that. Like, if you go to the roof, set everything up there, bring your lawn chair and a beverage, and just sit there waiting. it will do everything for you. Okay. And then the captures, like, the images, they will be here as well. They will be on this another tab, the captures. Like, that's what I was showing. See, it's still building Meteor here, but there was no 19, no 15. So once you click on the thumbnail image, then it's going to show all the pictures, like all the images that have been processed. Probably nothing, because your Raspberry Pi is going to be turned off, right? This is going to start running once you, you plug it in, the scheduler is going to be on, right? So you need to have, of course, everything connected. It's all set. So that's what I was saying. There's a step for you to confirm that the RTL SDR is working, right? There's a step there where you issue some commands for, just to make sure that once you connect the adapter, make sure that it's working, right? But I didn't really have to do anything. I just plugged it in, and it's working, right? So I didn't have to do anything. Okay. Just trying to refresh that. Okay, so now, when I said that this comes with everything, right? You were asking multiple times about SDR++. So when you click on the Raspberry icon down here, there's a group of applications here called Ham Radio. See who's there. SDR++ is already installed. Okay. There's the other one that I was using, GQRX, is also installed, and Cubic SDR, but no, SDR++, that is easy, it's there. SetDump is also there, because that's what is being used for Meteor. So you don't need to touch that. Now, you asked about WX2MG. So that you're not going to see here, because that application was not meant to be installed like the newer ones, right? But you can just open the terminal, okay, or create a script. I can show you that. But you can open a terminal and just type xwx2img. That calls the web interface. Okay. Of course, no, I haven't touched this, so I don't know what kind of other configurations that I have to do. So that's why I'm getting this error, right? But that's how you open it, like the interface, the window. Okay. But it's there. So that's how RaspiNOAA is processing NOAA files, NOAA images. But it uses like on the background through the command line, not through the visual interface. Questions? For that, you need to enter the registration key that's on that page that we found before. I found before. Where's there's the registration key that is now everybody's using that. Once you do that, then it's going to enable that. That's what I'm saying. You're going to need to then play around with this. But the basics are there, So you need to come here and see enter the upgrade key here. Once you do this, then all the enhancements, everything is going to be unlocked. They look that no, there's a group here that is not showing up. Oh, this thing, the black lines here, that is because this software was not built for this system, right? So it's kind of a miracle that this works, but it's not going to be pristine like on a PC, No, because the RaspiNOAA has its own configuration. It calls this in batch mode, like on passing parameters. So you cannot be running this. Let's put that way. You cannot be running this at the same time that the scheduler is running. So probably you're going to have to erase all the schedules, right? To be able to just run this if you want to run by yourself. And then you have, like, of course, then set up recording options where that is going to come, right? So probably don't need to change anything here. It's already using the default audio, but this is the thing. So you can have your this probably you don't need to do anything other than mark the active satellites here. It's already there, you see. The TLE is probably going to be updated because RaspiNOAA is doing that, So there are a few caveats, like I'm doing this way, if you want. But it's there. That's what I was trying to tell you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you want to go through the step by step of installing everything, that's why I told you that I spent the whole Saturday, doing that, and more because I had part already done. Because you need to set up the OS first, then install some of supporting um, options. Let's put that way, the Wi-Fi and everything. Then you need to install the drivers for RTL SDR. There's like some maneuvers that you have to do there. Then you have to do install every software that you're going to use, and some of those updates they take a while until it runs. So um, that's what I was saying. When I saw this image, and after I installed it, and I saw that it had already SDR and everything else, I said, okay, well, that's it. That's all I have to do. Yeah, it comes with the VNC server installed and with TeamViewer. Since I am a TeamViewer user, that's what I'm using. I don't have VNC installed, but no, it's there. See, it's there and it's ready in service mode. I'm um, I'm using TeamViewer in this case, and I can open from my PC, open from my cell phone. So it's like it's cool. Okay, sir. Is there anything else that you want to see? Actually, let me show you the document that I was talking about. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Now I'm going to delete this right away after this is complete because you have to try it yourself. This is too easy. I made it too easy for you. I'm kidding, right? So that's the document that I was talking about. It's when you download the software. Um, yes, yeah, it will be there. God bless. You're a brave soul. To listen to this again to hear my voice. Okay, no, it will be there. Just save that link, the same link that I gave you, but it will be there, once. So again, on the download page, right? You're going to see a folder called documentation. The very first document there is this. Okay, so that's what I was saying. It has like the step by step here. See, start by configuring Raspberry Pi. Step 1, do this, reboot. Then do that. Step 2, step 3, and the guy made it in yellow. I really like that. Must reboot. See, right? And then step 4, you know, and so forth, so on. This is where I was showing the file, that settings YML. So you go and follow here, and then once you get familiar what it does, then you can start messing around. Oh, by the way, one thing here. Once the Raspberry Pi is running, like if you're just running like what I'm doing here on autopilot, right? Since it's connected to my network, I can go to my other computer on the network or my cell phone and type the IP address of the Raspberry. So in my case, I know the IP address, but there's a command that you can use to find the IP address of your Raspberry Pi, and it's here like this ifconfig. You run that on the terminal. That's going to give you the IP address. So with that IP address, you open the browser, Chrome on your or Safari, and enter that IP address. It's going to show that web page that I was showing you with the schedule, with the images and everything. Okay, so it's all here, right? And this, so just follow, read this, and you should be fine. Oh, thank you. Now I'm reading about the accent. Okay. So I wish you good luck, and be patient. Especially when creating the image, it's going to take like an hour, so leave it running, and then come back later. And then, just be patient and follow that step-by-step document. You should be fine. Here comes. Hey man, there are things that I don't know also, okay? Because I'm new to this configuration as well, so I'm going with the flow. Haha, you need to follow the instructions, if they release a new image, you need to basically go through the whole thing again. You need to download the new image and install it and reconfigure and all that. So get a new SD card and install the new image. right? And then once this SD card this is working, right? Don't touch it, right? If you need to get like an update or something, create a new one. Buy a new SD card and create a new one. That's like the beauty of having images. Okay. All right, sir. So that's pretty much it. Welcome. And so I'm going to close the live here. Okay. Have a good night. Good luck.